What follows is an affectionate look back at a bygone era. I salute those who came before me for intrepidly paving the way and supporting future generations to move through the world with pride and resilience. Thank you.
None of this is factual, and yet it was all too true. Hello, my name is Joanna Halliday, and I'll be reading The Storyteller. Friends of Dorothy, Episode 1, by David Rector.
I don't understand where I fit in.
40 years ago, the kitchen, Saturday, 11 a.m. Mikey, 23, has poured himself a cup of coffee, takes a sip, makes a sour face, then hurls it down the sink. Steph darts into the bathroom, immediately running the shower. Mikey smiles, looks at the taps, mischievously places a hand on each, contemplating turning on and off, but thinks better of it. He wanders out from the kitchen nook and is revealed wearing a very tight pair of fluoro shorts. He has a sweet, open face. He swans through the living room and spies strewn clothing and books and utensils. He collects an oversized grey woolen vest with one finger as if it was something unpleasant, quickly removing from the room. He skips back and grabs 2 books, piling them on his head in a traditional deportment ritual, and attempts to balance as he walks with the utensils in his hands. He fails miserably, dropping everything.
I've never been book smart.
The shower stops. Mikey picks up the items, races into the bedroom, then to the bathroom door.
So how many applicants do you think will show up? Steph? How many do you reckon?
I'm in the bathroom.
Has that removed your ability to speak?
I'm naked. Do you mind?
Not at all. Let it all hang out. I can't see anything anyway.
Not the point, Mikey. Not the point.
So?
So, can I get dressed in peace?
You're not a morning person, are you, Steph? I'm excited about our ad.
Back away from the door, Mikey. I'm coming out.
Gee, where have I heard that before? All hail Cleopatra?
He bows in anticipation of her arrival. Steph, 24, emerges with a towel around her head, one around her waist, and an oversized sloppy joe on top. Mikey looks at her and grins.
More like a woolly mammoth. Why the cover-up? I've seen it all before.
Not mine, you haven't.
I have. It was in 3rd year high school. You confused the little boys' room with the little girls' one?
That was you. You were in hiding from those pimply pubescents who tortured you so. You were trapped in there for an hour. Didn't seem to worry a single girl.
Steph goes into her room and shuts the door.
There's a good reason they were all single. So, I think we had nearly 40 calls, but some might be no-shows. What do you reckon, Steph?
I reckon you should cease and desist and allow me to get dressed in peace. And please move away from the door. I can smell your aftershave through the keyhole.
Too strong. I didn't know how much to use for 40 people.
Steph opens the door, dressed in overalls. Mikey stridently hands her a book.
Must you live in every room? You'll drive away the neat freaks.
Good. I don't want to share with 2 anally retentive flatmates.
Not touching that one, Stephanie. I'm constantly finding bits of you in the most bizarre places.
Mikey brushes fluff from Steph, who bristles and swats him away.
You don't need to groom me, Mikey. I don't mind a bit of fluff.
That's my life story. You get your own. Can I make you a coffee? 4 lumps of sugar to sweeten you up?
Make mine a decaf, please. No sugar. I'm sweet enough.
Ugh, 1 cup of dishwater coming up.
Living room, soon after. Steph is on a 3-seat sofa with clipboard and pen. A single chair is placed prominently opposite. Mikey skips in, sits right next to her.
Oh, come on, man. Run across, please. Any closer and we'd be conjoined.
Mikey, defiant, twirls up, sitting on the end.
You don't want to be close to me.
Can you dial it back a bit, Judy?
Actually, it was Dusty. And Dion. And I think Karen Carpenter too, but Dion did it first and best.
Well, thank you for that meaningless trip down memory lane.
Could we take it in turns sitting opposite the candidates? We can then observe them from 2 angles.
Oy vey. This is like theatre for you, isn't it?
I plan on having some fun, yes.
We're after a compatible flatmate, not a one-night stand for you.
Well, it's free advertising. You can't deprive me of that.
I can, and it was far from free. That ad cost $12.
It was hard keeping it to 30 words, even for you, Professor.
I know. And we still have to be discerning with whom we select. We want the sensible, the safe, and the solid.
It sounds like we are choosing a coffee table. It is a person, and they must fit with both you and me.
You and I. Yes, that will be a tall order. Lordy, we're really doing this.
So we agree. No straighties. However scrumpalicious they are.
Absolutely. We want our own kind. That is paramount for us.
My gator is back from the shop. New battery, retuned and set.
But you think everybody's gay. Especially the boys. Just try to keep it in your, shorts.
I will if you keep it in your, overalls.
Don't be derivative and reductive, Michael.
Okay, I won't if I can work out what deliberative and the other mean.
Derivative. Never mind. Those shorts will have to go. Put your jeans on, please.
I put my blue jeans on. I put my old blue jeans on.
The hallway. Soon after.
Hello. Hi. Come in. I'm Steph. Hey. Stephanie. Yep, hi. Come in. Hi. Welcome.
The living room, 1:15 p.m. Mikey is sprawled inelegantly on the 3-piece. Steph trudges across to the armchair.
Legs together, please, Mikey.
That's a new request for me. Phew, what a circus that was.
Flotsam and jetsam.
Are they famous comedians?
No, just unsuitable folks for us. I think our ad was just too broad.
Well, you wouldn't let me write what I wanted to say.
Only poofs and dykes need apply within was never going to fly now, was it?
But it would have made it clear.
It was clearly unprintable. So too was gay and lesbian, camp and queer. Alternative was as suggestive and informative as I could get.
Jeez Louise, it's 1984, not 1954. Well, we certainly got alternative. Crackpots and dropkicks.
And they were the better ones.
We should have had the interviews on the front lawn so they couldn't case the joint. They've all seen inside our safe haven.
It's pretty inescapable. They needed to see the room and the house. You should have done more screening on the phone.
I'm just a girl who can't say no.
Yep, that's also your life story. And we are in a terrible fix.
When's the next parade starting?
There's another 12 coming between 1:30 and 5. You're going to have another shower. I need to scrub off all that flotsam and jetsam.
Oh, now I get it. I believe there's a flea shampoo available for that.
Very jovial, Mikey, but I'm nearly all out of conviviality.
You should have picked some up on the way home, shouldn't you?
Steph gives him a scoff, then exits, closing her door. The hallway, 1:30 p.m. Steph opens the front door to find William, 26. She looks a little startled.
I'm Steph, but my deductive processes tell me you're not Kevin Fong.
No, I'm not.
You are our 1:30?
Yes, I am. William.
But we have Kevin Fong at 1:30.
Well, he's not with me. I was told to come at 1:30.
And you're not masquerading as Davy Saunders, our 1:45?
No, I am not. I'm William Woodward. My underwear says so.
Oh, I believe you. We have you down for 4:30. My housemate goofed. He can be a bit scatty.
I heard that. Caddy, maybe, but never scatty.
Mikey is on the armchair, hastily rearranging his groin through his jeans, listening.
May I come in, please?
Of course. So sorry. Welcome, William. Mikey, this is William.
Pleased to meet you. Briefs or boxers?
Mikey! He was absent the day they taught lessons in decorum.
No decorum whatsoever.
Quickly changing the subject, what do you do for work, William?
I'm a public servant. Office job. And you?
I'm doing my master's in political science.
And she works in a shop. Health food, you know. Limp carrots, mutton beans, and alfalfa sprouts.
How about you, Michael?
Mikey. It's only Michael when I'm naughty.
Which is 90% of the time.
I'm a librarian. Well, an assistant to one. Books, periodicals, microfiche.
Let me give you the tour.
Okay, I'll watch, for the next arrival.
Mikey studies William's shape as he saunters out and comically scribbles notes on his pad. Back in the living room, 3 p.m. Mikey and Steph are on the three-seater. Simon, 20, elegantly glides into the solitary chair.
So, tell us the Simon Svensson story. Wow, that's a mouthful.
Well, I do readings by day and I'm a singer by night.
Readings? Are you in academia?
No. Tarot. Palms, tea leaves, runes.
Ancient runes? Are you some kind of historian?
Not ruins, runes. Divination.
I'm a psychic.
Fabulous. Can you predict what my next question will be?
Not based on just having met you. No, sorry. But there's a very open and receiving aura around you.
You don't know the half of it. Oh, and Mikey, your fly is open.
You have a more layered vibration.
It's the overalls and several jumpers that will do that for her.
Very important question. You don't sing in the shower, do you? We have one Joan Sutherland already.
No, just to nightclubs. Not opera.
More pertinent question. Can you clean a bathtub?
Sure. And I can try not to break into a song as I do it.
The interviews continue.
So, Viola, what do you do to earn a crust?
I'm a toll collector.
Uh-huh.
I'm a brickie.
Uh-huh.
I'm on the dole.
Uh-huh.
I'm a refuse administrator.
So, you're a garbo.
I'm a certified lifesaver.
Yes, you certainly look like you would be.
I'm in between jobs right now.
Uh-huh.
I'm waiting to win lotto.
As a career?
So, Daryl, is there anything you would like to ask us?
Nah, I'm good, mate. I just need a barn to hit the hay at night.
Do you have an active social life?
Yep. Me and the lads go up to the cross of the weekend.
Oh, really? What do you get up to?
Hooning, raging, picking up chicks. You know how it is.
Uh-huh.
I used to live on a commune.
Uh-huh.
Well, I design, source and sew all my own garments and studied makeup at TAFE. You could be my next victims.
I don't wear makeup. Much.
I don't need or want to wear it.
I can change all of that, darlings.
Fred, can I be so bold to ask you, do you actually happen, by any chance, to be in the requested age range of 20 to 30?
Well, no, but I am young at heart.
That's nice.
I thought from the phone that I was moving in with 2 women.
No, it's me and Steph. Steph and me.
Don't I know you?
Not sure.
I'm sure I do. Anyway, I can't see myself living with a man.
No, I can't either. Cynthia?
Sin.
Quite.
Well, there's an hour I'll never get back.
I hear you, sister.
Cynthia gives a dirty look. Steph face palms. 2 hectic hours later, Steph is sprawled on the 3-seater sofa in a fetal position, eyes closed. Mikey is on the beanbag in the corner, trying to get comfy.
Legs together, please, Mikey.
How can you possibly know what my legs are doing, Steph?
I can see them in my mind's eye.
Mikey attempts to get up from the beanbag.
So, have we found our sensible, our safe, and our solid?
After today, I don't think even I fit that description.
It was quite the eye-opener.
It was for you. I saw you undressing that buffed blonde boy. Poor thing, by the time you finished perving, he wasn't wearing much of anything.
What? Well, lifesavers don't. Just Speedos. He could rescue me on a regular basis. I'm happy to get mouth-to-mouth or anything that
Yes,
he...
I get it, Mikey. He's a dreamboat, but I don't think he's gay. I couldn't discern what alternative meant to him.
Well, he was a good alternative to most of the applicants, but no way, too distracting to live with. I must admit, I like him straight acting, but that Daryl was scary straight. I'd be keeping one eye open if he was in the next room.
Very weird looking, like an alien.
Ugh, I have no wish to be probed by that. How was he alternative?
There'd be no alternative living with him.
And that's Cynthia. If looks could kill, I'd be dead. Did she serve in Vietnam?
No, but we dodged a bullet there.
This thing needs an ejector button.
I do know her.
Do tell. Have you two done the deed?
God, no. And for your information, lesbians don't just sleep with anyone who has a pulse or have sex with anything that moves.
Mikey promptly falls out of the beanbag onto the floor. He strikes a pose as if intentional.
Fair enough. I do need a pulse, and my guy shouldn't move too fast. I like it slow and long.
Yep, well, round one went to the beanbag and it's inanimate. Cynthia's in my rally group and very opinionated on everything.
No wonder you didn't want her to move in. That'd be way too many opinions.
You're not crazy about that femme fatale, Lorenzo?
Earlier.
Don't you just agree that fashion says everything about a person, especially how they swish and sashay?
He's more of a flamer than I am. One is enough.
Roger that.
That lifesaver was very cute. But we do need someone that neither of us has the hots for, and who is a contrast to us both.
Indeed. That Lou was spooky. It was like looking in the mirror.
Davey was the same. I couldn't live with another me.
Spot on. I love you, Mikey, but you are a handful.
2 handfuls, so I've been told.
The kitchen, 6:30 p.m. Mikey is pottering at the sink. Steph is on the stool at the counter going through her notes. He leans across to remove a hair from her shoulder.
Leave my person alone, please.
It was a stray hair.
I'm surprised they haven't all fallen out after today. By my count, we saw 33 people. No wonder I've forgotten my own name.
Stephanie Longman.
Steph gives Mikey a death stare. He reels back.
Did we get a flatmate out of it?
That's a mighty long list on that side of your page.
They're the no-nos, but I keep equivocating.
Okay, no more coffee for you then.
It's a sea of names. It's all starting to blur.
I've made some notes.
Yours was a ranking in order of whom you'd sleep with.
How dare you look at my handiwork?
I think it's time we had the chat.
Isn't that what we are doing? And take note, I'm also washing up.
Mikey dabs some foam playfully on her face. Steph wipes it away immediately, frowning.
No, I mean a D&M. A deep and meaningful, if that is at all possible. We need to name the elephant in the room.
That's a tad unkind. I mean, I may have put on a few pounds recently, but elephant is a bit strong.
We have to discuss who the Friends of Dorothy were and choose one.
Okay, hit me with it. Which of them is one of us or one of them?
Eloquently put. I've got Lorenzo, Davy, Lou, Simon, Magda.
She certainly stood out. So tall.
I liked her. Very smart, but not overbearingly so. Funny too.
You know, she used to be a he.
I wasn't born yesterday, Mikey. The voice, the walk, the Adam's apple. I did find her a little hard to understand, though. She's Brazilian.
I bet she can shake her caracas.
No, Michael, no. You mean maracas. Caracas would mean she was Venezuelan. I'm fine with her being transsexual. Magda's a strong maybe.
No, she's definitely a transsexual. I found her a bit scary. I vote no.
What is it about strong women? What about Lorenzo?
No. Also, too loud. We already have one big personality here.
That
That's
would
you.
be you. Okay, so no one high maintenance. What about Viola? What did your gaydar pick up on her?
Did she have a pulse, let alone any gayness?
Nothing wrong with being quiet. Not everyone loves a chat.
There's quiet, then there's just plain dull. She didn't know what to make of your questionnaire.
None of them did.
Earlier that day.
Are you a friend of Dorothy?
Dorothy who?
You know, a friend of Dorothy.
What?
A friend of Dorothy.
All of my friends are gay.
Dorothy?
Who?
I don't know anybody by that name.
Is that a trick question?
You haven't heard of the phrase Friends of Dorothy?
Who?
Dorothy!
Will saying yes get me the room?
A friend of Dorothy?
I haven't got any friends.
Huh? Oh, so you're Dorothy.
Do I look like a Dorothy?
The kitchen, 6:35 p.m.
Anyway, I'm more of a Betty. Or a Shirley. Or a Fanny. No, not a Fanny.
Mikey prepares a fruit platter. Steph looks on.
I thought everyone knew the expression.
Seems not.
Are we that peculiar?
Well, you are. It matters to us.
My ex introduced me to the term.
The sugar daddy? What was his name again? Donald? Derek? Dudley?
Duncan. His crowd had loads of amusingly coded expressions.
Maybe we should have just asked people outright.
Are you a puffo or a lezo?
Yes, very sophisticated. Well, your probing questions weren't exactly 60 Minutes caliber either.
The living room, earlier.
So, a final but very important question. Judy or Liza?
All the faces look blankly at Mikey.
Okay, here's an easy one. Barbara or Bet?
Mikey is now arranging the sliced fruit.
So how did that work out for you? It's hardly germane for house sharing, is it?
What does Jermaine Greer have to do with it? I know I couldn't live with her.
Yes, living with two intelligent and articulate women would be most daunting for you.
Well, asking if they've ever cleaned a bathtub is hardly the $64,000 question.
It is. We need that third renter. I'm only part-time at the shop and uni takes up the rest, and you are still a junior at the library.
Yes, but I'm working my way up that ladder. I'm up to the B's, biographies. It can get mighty rickety at that height, I tells ya.
I've just had a realization. We didn't do an exit interview. As in, who was keen on the room that we liked and not the lifesaver?
You're no fun. Lorenzo is keen, but then he would probably get excited by a dial tone. What on earth was that?
I have no idea. Is it a bird?
Is it a plane?
No, it's a strange woman on our doorstep making odd sounds.
Hello, can we help you?
Oh, so sorry to intrude, but I noticed.
You're a bit late, I'm afraid.
Oh, no, I was just hoping to see you.
We've been really swamped, but thank you for stopping by and...
No, honestly,
A bit old for our household. I do hope you're not insulted.
No, not at all. But can I come in?
We have concluded our interviews, but good luck with your search.
I'm your next door neighbour.
Oh, I am sorry. I didn't recognise you.
That's okay, we've never met. I've been meaning to come over and greet you.
It's nice to have a friendly face and voice next door. I'm Mikey.
Steph.
Vivian, but my friends call me Viv. Is it just the two of you? I noticed quite a stream of people coming and going today.
Yep, but we're looking for a third.
Ah, well, found your person yet?
We're still separating the wheat from the shaft.
That's wheat from the chaff.
Mine sounds better. Do you have a family, Viv?
Just the blob, my insignificant other. I'm married to the blob.
Is he gooey?
better not sleep around. I count on the fact he's too idle to stray. He wasn't interested in meeting you, but I said to myself, Viv, I said, it is your civic duty to meet the new ones next door. Which reminds me, I bought you some sugar and a bowl.
Isn't the tradition to borrow the sugar, not offer it?
I'm a giver, and as I'm inviting myself in, it's the least I can do.
That's lovely. Steph here needs sweetening, so it will be well used.
Where are our manners? Can we offer you something, Viv? Tea?
We have sugar and some fruit.
Nah, I'm good, Tar. I shouldn't stop. I just wanted to make an appearance. Oh, and to be perfectly quite honest, to have a little looky-loo.
What do you call your husband, Viv?
Late for work, normally. I doubt you'll ever catch a glimpse. I'm not missing much. When he works, I sleep, and Vicky Verka.
We thank you for the sugar and for introducing yourself. It is important to know our neighbours.
I always say that too. Oh, I am a curious soul and probably the definition of a nosy neighbour. Look it up in the encyclopedia and find a picture of me right there. Oh, and keep the bowl. It's not my best crockery. The Blob's mother gave us the set for our wedding. I've been gradually hiding them, breaking them, losing them, donating them, burying them, and gifting them.
Won't your mother-in-law notice?
Oh, Mother Blob doesn't visit. We go to her. Well, he does. I fake migraines.
Well, you're always welcome here.
I like you too. You're good eggs. I have a nose for these things.
Is that where the expression nosy neighbour comes from?
You're much more fun than the Smith family.
This used to be a branch of the Smith family?
Mikey.
That would have been much more interesting. John, Joan, Jeff, and Julie Smith were the most boring people I've met in my entire ding-dong days. Beige, their furniture, carpets, cornices, their wallpaper, clothes, hair, skin, personalities, all beige. I kept bumping into stuff as nothing stood out.
You're a hoot, Viv.
I've said too much. I always do. I must go. Loose lips sink ships.
It was very nice to meet you.
Likewise. Good luck with the decision, dolls. Hooroo for now.
Viv leaves. Mikey watches her from the fly screen. Steph collapses on the sofa.
Oh, shut the door, Mikey. Raise the drawbridge.
We haven't got a drawbridge. Just a fly screen.
Don't be obtuse. Oh, what a day. A conga line of licorice all sorts, ending with a frustrated housewife.
You don't know that. Shouldn't you and the sisterhood stick together?
She's no feminist. She is a symptom of the patriarchy.
Maybe you and the gals can introduce her to the movement.
Just be aware, if you leave food out for a cat, it will keep on coming back.
We haven't got a cat.
Viv, she'll be here all the time.
She's friendly and not a biter.
We don't know her or how she feels about queer people. And what about that husband of hers, the Blob?
I think you're way too cynical.
We have to be careful. But Mikey, it is time to put our heads together and choose who we let into the inner sanctum.
That still sounds rude every time I hear it.
God, who's left? What about that William?
The one with the underwear?
Yes, that one. He was pretty open in a slightly vague kind of way.
Earlier that day.
So, would you feel at home in an alternative household?
Yep. I'd be a good fit.
Oh yes? How so?
I'm not mainstream.
Uh-huh. How so?
I think I know what you're both hinting at. You're attracted to guys, you're attracted to girls, and I'm open to both. Forgive me if that is presumptive.
So, Mikey, can we shoehorn him into the Friends of Dorothy realm? He's neither gay nor straight, it seems.
Or lesbian.
That shouldn't disqualify him for our house, should it?
I don't get bisexuality. Either you're gay or you're not.
That's so open-minded of you. I thought he was very polite, nicely dressed, with a laid-back manner.
Are you sure you don't bat for both teams?
I am a one-woman woman. But William struck me as being easy to live with. No fuss, no nonsense.
No fun? He was okay. What about Simple Simon?
He didn't strike me as simple. Quirky and a real hippie.
Earlier.
Wow. What a gorgeous vibration this room has. It's quite calming. And I can really feel the spirits.
I could only hope he wasn't on the spirits. But he did have a nice balance of the masculine and the feminine that I observed.
I think you were on the turn.
No, I just appreciate all sorts. After all, I put up with you.
What about the girls then?
Slim pickings. Viola had the personality of a mothball. Okay, I admit it. But as much as I love the concept of living with another woman, I have you for that.
Low blow, Steph. The sisterhood would surely frown upon that comment. What about Lou?
No, we need a point of difference.
Magda? Cynthia?
Too much difference. Well, that's everyone we think is gay-ish.
I liked Simon's energy and I'm not lusting after his board. Maybe him.
Yes, he was okay. Not sure about the hocus pocus, though. What if he conducted a seance?
True. We don't want him to conjure up the Manson family. Although, it would be good if he could rustle up Elvis Presley or Judy Garland to party with.
I was kidding. Simon's a psychic. I'm a woman of science.
And politics and communication and the arts. A perpetual student. Simon is a singer as well, and that is a good point of difference to you and me. Non-threatening.
I think William is a good option. We'd have queerdom covered. You don't fancy him, do you? You were sizing him up.
No, he's like a square meal for me. Meat, potatoes, and 3 veg. He's hedging his bets. He's gay.
The prosecution rests, your worship. Everybody's gay. Okay, so how are we going to make a choice?
So we agree? It's between William and Simon. It's apples and oranges.
Well, like your weirdly crafted but tasty fruit salad, we are all contrasting pieces, Mikey.
Well, I'm a peach. What are you, Steph?
I'm ready for bed, that's what I am. How are we going to resolve this?
How about we toss for it?
Really?
Stay tuned for the next enthralling episode.
The cast and crew from Friends of Dorothy.
I'm Declan Clifford, and I am playing mischievous Mikey.
Hi, I'm Tessa Nielsen, and I am Steph.
Hello, my name is River Stevens, and I am playing Simon.
Hi, I'm Riley Nottingham and I'm playing William.
Cooey. I'm Martine Halliday and I'm playing Viv.
My name is Barry Michael and the songs featured here were written and performed by me.
Recorded at Big Ears Audio by Adrian Ricciotti and Tony Lazaro. And I'm Joanna Halliday and I've been your storyteller. Friends of Dorothy was written, produced, directed and edited by David Rector.
No, really, it is.
Why, oh, why, baby, can't we get along? Why, oh, why, baby, can't we get along? We've been fussing and fighting ever since we've been fussing and fighting ever since we've been fussing and fighting ever since we begun.
Copyright 2024.